For this inaugural function, we have with us our favorite musician, Prof.Dr.T.Unnikrishnan. We're very happy to have him here with us today. Also here with us is voice expert, Dr. T.Unnikrishnan. A very warm welcome to him. Also here with us today is Srimati Lalita Ravi from the School for World Music and Dance. And of course our very own Vidwan Shri K.N. Shashikiran, the founder director of Karnataka. Now introduced Dr. T.Unnikrishnan. He is a well-known vocalist and an internationally reputed voice trainer. He holds a doctorate degree in music. He is senior professor and head of the Department of Vocal Music in Indira University of Music and Visual Arts in Khairagarh, the only university of its kind in India. He has done intensive study and research for more than 20 years on voice culture and developed many techniques of voice modulation for all styles of singing like Hindustani, Carnatic and light music. He's presented many research papers and lecture demonstrations in major national and international seminars, and also widely traveled in India and abroad to conduct workshops on voice modulation techniques. He has trained a large number of singers, I now request Vidwan Shri K.N. Shashikiran to explain the concept of this workshop and also the voice gym that we will be starting in a few days from now.
Props to all the leading Vidwans here. First of all, Professor T.R. Subramanian sir, and I welcome you all. It's indeed a pleasure to start something like this for voice. The first thing that I would like to state is a lot of people have been asking questions like, is it necessary for us to have a voice culture in Carnatic music? There's a question mark always. So that question mark is a quest for all of us in the journey of music, and that's where this area comes in very important, and that's where the role of people like Professor T.Unnikrishnan will come in handy.
Injuries are part of anything that is overused. Even a singer's voice can face an injury due to overuse or abuse. Many of the problems, of course, and remedies will be discussed at length by Sri Unnikrishnan.
This is the first level. You have to just check and fix your ma ba da ba ma ga ga ma ba da ni da ni sa ri sa. If you select one level, then you must be able to continue throughout in that range. Range in the sense in that level. Sa ri sa ni da ba ma ga ma ba da ni sa ni da ba ma ga ma ba da ba ma ga ma ba ma ga ri sa ni sa ri ga ri ga 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 ma da ba ma ga ri. This voice is suitable for me to sing this type, because hours to I can sing, you will not hear my voice. Suppose if I sing, there is another tendency. When you go towards the high pitch, you increase the rate, increase the power of your voice. This one. That is highly harmful for your voice. Now, how we can work these levels with styles? I will demonstrate 3 styles. Carnatic, Hindustani and the light. I have taken one raga, that is Madhyamati, and in Hindustani, Meg. And similar swara structure are put in a light variety. Tadari na na, tadari na na, tadari na ri, tadari na na, tadari na na. Nari, tari, nari, tari, tadari, na 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 re ta ta re. Now my voice is very very near to the chest register. I don't use chest register. If I use chest register, ta da re na na, this is chest register. Ta da re na na na, ta na na re. Suppose if I sing in this register for 15 minutes, my voice will start breaking. I have maintained that level just above the head voice, not pure head voice. We use for light singing. In this approach, as I told you, there are vibrations and a bit of your breathing is mixed with your voice. The approach is so soft. The thing is, while singing light music, the head, the approach and what is called jhukav in Hindi. That means the application will be towards the falsetto. It very rarely goes beyond that.
Very well. The music, everything is different. When you're in a room with 4 walls and you put on the headphone, if you're not used to it for the first time, it might be a little difficult to kind of experience that sound. You need to get used to it. It's a question of getting used to it, and it's practice. As in, see, the first time like I told you yesterday, the first time I went to the studio and put on the headphones, it was so different. It was a slightly different world, and I just couldn't get the beat right, because when you put on the headphones, it's so different. You need to get used to it. So once you get used to it, you can get over that.
Though we have generally 3 registers, I mentioned yesterday, chest register, head register and false register. So apart from these 3, I demonstrated 5 levels of voice. Level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the open throat singing. what we call chest register, the full throat singing, full throated singing, full powerful singing, the optimum level.
Require the aesthetic ultim in Carnatic music in your head voice also, and not make it pika meaning hollow or without that bass. So if you listen to even M.D. Ramanathan, Voleti Venkateshwaru, Brindama, Balamurli are very, very good examples of how the head voice is used, but you will not be able to make it out in the first run. Once you figure out how effortlessly they are able to transfer the power of the chest in their head registers, you will try to you can grasp how there's a lot of work to be done. It's not as simple as in how Western voice, they take you through the registers and how the transitions happen. So you can listen to these 4 or 5 artists who come to my mind now in Carnatic music, who do this very, very beautifully.
There are 2 types of exercises. There is no music involved in this. One is unconventional way of practice, to open your voice and to switch over to various registers. And one is with Om. Next is Om Dharma. Reverse. If you do in various vowels, like that you can practice in all the vowels. So all the registers are covered. Before doing this, you should know the levels of registers and its application, like I demonstrated yesterday. Sa re ga ma pa. This is the level 1, which has to be practiced only initially for certain period, and you have to leave it. Suppose if you go on singing this, then your vocal cords may get damaged. Sa re ga ma pa ma ma ga ni ma ni sa re sa ni sa re ga ma pa. This is the full throttle, my voice. This is my maximum capacity voice. The level which has to be adopted for practice by all styles of singers. Sa re sa ni da pa ma ga re sa re ga ma pa da ni sa re ga ma pa ma ga re ga ma pa da ni da pa ma ga ma pa da ni sa re ga ma sa re ga ma pa ma ga ni da pa ma pa da ni sa ni da pa da sa ni da pa ma ga da pa ma ga re ga pa ma ga re sa re ma ga re sa ni sa da sa ni pa ni da pa ma da pa ma ga re. This is the voice actually you have to use for singing, especially Carnatic music. And then comes to the next level I selected for Hindustani type of singing, as well as the bhajans which we perform. Re na na, re na re na, re na na, re na re, re na na. This one. Now coming to the head voice for live music singing. This voice area is something different because we have to add vibrations, different colors, and the emotions, feelings, expressions. So this is specially for the light and film songs singing area.
Approach this scientifically. And what we found, Western classical singers actually use two registers, the chest and the head of falsetto, depending upon the classic they fall, either soprano or mezzo-soprano or bass. Or they decide to choose two registers, so they get little flexibility. They use the vocal cords in two different modes. The vibrations are in a way which will allow the voice to flex and reach a particular area, which will not hurt the cords. Whereas Carnatic singers, when we found they almost employ 26 semitones in one register, which is almost, they predominantly use only the chest register. They don't switch to head or falsetto. Falsetto is probably not even permissible, I think. Light music, it's okay, but Carnatic, we don't really enjoy listening to falsetto. And there's yet another we call vocal fry, which is not even used for speaking. We don't think that's a good speaking voice. So predominantly they dwell on the chest register, and that is basically produced by quite tight adductions, means closure of the vocal cords, which means the entire vocal cords come and bang against each other and produce sound. That's very emphatic, and it takes a lot of effort in the singer. Found that within the first 5 years of singing, most of them develop some sort of voice concerns. If not, I don't want to call it a disorder or a problem, at least a concern. Okay? And yes, one is practice. I think only by practice we have to get used to listening to the headphones. Why there is a difference? Basically, it's the way your brain processes sounds. So what you are hearing now is called free feed. It is through the speakers. When you put headphones, you go into something called as pressure field, which means you occlude the outer ear. When you close your outer ear, you hear through two modes. One is through the air, other one is through your bone. Your skull also hears.
So there are so many ragas we can group. I have made groups of ragas. The level 1 voice, level 2 voice, level 3 voice, again we can categorize. There is so much scope within Carnatic music. So if you don't apply this, that exact richness and exact flavor that the particular raga which demands, it will be missing or it will be extra. Suppose if I sing in that category of Todi, it may not sound soothing to the ear.
I know a couple of you in the audience are ready with questions, but before that, I have some interesting questions here. And we'll take brief answers from the experts today because we're running short of time, and we'll try to cover as many questions as possible. Here's the first question. How would you guide a person who's reviving his or her musical lessons after a gap of, say, a decade?
A gap of 15 years means you will almost lose the flexibility of your muscles, ligaments of the vocal cord vibration, the power of your breathing force, application of the force on the vocal cord. So 15 years is a very big period. You will almost lose the vocal habits which you were having before, prior to stopping those exercises. After that, what you have to do? You have to just keep one octave, sa,